The night sky erupted in a blaze of light, startling Dr. Amelia Reeves from her solitary vigil at the Atacama Large Millimeter Array. Her eyes, accustomed to the darkness of the Chilean desert, struggled to adjust as she tracked the falling object's trajectory. It wasn't a meteor. Its descent was too controlled, too purposeful. Heart racing, Amelia grabbed her field kit and jumped into the facility's rugged jeep. The object had landed just beyond the array's outermost dishes. As she sped across the desert floor, her mind whirled with possibilities. After years of scanning the cosmos for signs of extraterrestrial intelligence, could this be the moment she'd been waiting for? The crash site came into view, a twisted mass of metal unlike anything Amelia had ever seen. Steam hissed from ruptured pipes, and an eerie blue glow pulsed from within the wreckage. Amelia approached cautiously, her scientific curiosity warring with a healthy sense of self-preservation. A sound, halfway between a groan and a chirp, froze her in her tracks. Something was moving inside the ship. Amelia's hand hovered over her satellite phone, wondering if she should call for backup. But the sound came again, unmistakably one of pain and distress. "Hello," Amelia called out, immediately feeling foolish. What were the chances an alien would understand English? She tried again, this time with a series of simple whistles and clicks, a rudimentary attempt at non-verbal communication. The response was immediate. A panel on the ship's side shifted, and a figure emerged. Amelia's breath caught in her throat. It was undeniably alien. A bipedal being with iridescent scales and large, multifaceted eyes. It stumbled, clearly injured, and Amelia's instincts took over. She rushed forward to offer support. The alien recoiled at first, emitting a series of rapid clicks. Amelia held up her hands in what she hoped was a universal gesture of peace. "It's okay," she said softly. "I want to help." Remarkably, the alien seemed to understand her intent, if not her words. It allowed her to approach, leaning heavily on her as she guided it away from the smoking wreckage. Up close, Amelia could see the intricate patterns on its scales, shifting colors like oil on water. As they moved, the alien's clicks began to change, becoming more rhythmic and structured. Amelia listened intently, her mind racing to identify patterns. By the time they reached her jeep, she was certain this wasn't random noise, but a complex language. Helping the alien into the vehicle, Amelia made a decision. Protocol dictated she should report this immediately, but something held her back. The fear in those multifaceted eyes, the way the alien had trusted her. She couldn't risk this incredible being whisked away to some government facility, never to be seen again. "I'm taking you somewhere safe," she said, knowing her words weren't understood, but hoping her tone conveyed her intentions. "We're going to figure this out together." As Amelia drove back towards the research station, her mind raced with the implications of what had just happened. First contact, an alien being, right here in her jeep. The questions she dedicated her life to answering was suddenly, thrillingly within reach. The alien chirped softly, drawing Amelia's attention. It was examining the jeep's dashboard with obvious curiosity, multi-jointed fingers hovering over the various knobs and buttons. Despite the gravity of the situation, Amelia couldn't help but smile. Curiosity, it seemed, might just be a universal trait. Reaching the research station, Amelia helped the alien inside, grateful for the facility's isolation. She'd have time to assess the situation, to try and communicate, before deciding how to proceed. As she settled the alien onto a cot in the medical bay, their eyes met. In that moment, despite the vast differences between them, Amelia felt a profound connection, two beings united by the spirit of discovery. "Welcome to Earth," she said softly, wondering what incredible journey lay ahead. Days passed in a whirlwind of discovery. Amelia had named her alien guest Lux, after the Latin word for light, a nod to the bioluminescent patterns that danced across its scales. Communication was still largely nonverbal, but they were making progress. Lux proved to be an incredibly fast learner, already grasping basic English words and concepts. Amelia found herself constantly amazed by Locke's abilities. Its multifaceted eyes could perceive a much wider spectrum than human vision, and its hearing was acute enough to detect the faintest radio signals from the array outside. But it was Locke's method of data storage that truly boggled Amelia's mind. She discovered this by accident when her hand brushed against Locke's arm during a lesson on Earth's solar system. In that moment, Amelia's mind was flooded with images, swirling nebulae, binary star systems, worlds so alien she could barely comprehend them. She jerked back, gasping. Lux tilted its head, a gesture Amelia had come to recognize as concern. Too much, it asked, its pronunciation still awkward, but improving rapidly. That was incredible, Amelia breathed. How did you do that? Lux's scales rippled in what she'd learned was amusement. We share. Touch. No. It took some trial and error, but they eventually figured out how to control the information transfer. Lux's species, it turned out, stored memories and knowledge within their very cells. Physical contact allowed for the sharing of this information, a biological data transfer that put even Earth's most advanced computers to shame. As the days went on, Amelia found herself torn between her scientific curiosity and a growing personal connection with Lux. They spent hours exchanging knowledge, Earth's history and culture, for glimpses of alien worlds and advanced technologies. Lux was particularly fascinated by human art and music, concepts apparently foreign to its highly logical species. Why make? No function, Lux had asked, examining a small sculpture Amelia kept on her desk. Amelia struggled to explain the concept of art for art's sake, of beauty and emotional expression. In the end, she simply put on some classical music and watched as Lux's scales shifted in mesmerizing patterns, responding to the melody. Feel, Lux said finally, a note of wonder in its voice. Understand now. But their idyllic bubble couldn't last forever. As Lux's ship repaired itself, apparently constructed with some form of self-healing technology, Amelia knew their time was growing short. The thought of Lux leaving filled her with an unexpected sadness. One evening, as they sat watching the sunset paint the desert sky in brilliant hues, Lux turned to Amelia with an intensity that made her breath catch. Amelia, must ask, important. Of course, Lux, what is it? Lux's scales rippled with what she now recognized as nervousness. My people, coming, soon. Amelia felt a chill run down her spine. Coming here, to Earth. Lux nodded, its expression grave. Not friendly. Think humans primitive. Dangerous. The implications hit Amelia like a physical blow. An advanced alien civilization, coming to Earth with hostile intentions. All the wonders she'd learned from Lux, all the beauty of their cultural exchange, overshadowed by this looming threat. But you know we're not dangerous, Amelia argued. You've seen our culture, our art. Surely you can convince them. Lux's scales dulled, a sign of sadness. Try. But, one voice, small. As the last light faded from the sky, Amelia's mind raced. Everything was about to change. The world needed to know, to prepare. But how could she explain without causing panic? And how could she protect Lux, her friend who had trusted her with so much? We'll find a way, Amelia said, reaching out to take Lux's hand. The alien's memories flowed into her, star maps, ship schematics, glimpses of a civilization far beyond Earth's current capabilities. But mixed with the awe-inspiring knowledge was a warmth, a fondness that needed no translation. Whatever came next, they would face it together. Human and alien, united by curiosity and mutual understanding. As the first stars appeared in the darkening sky, Amelia allowed herself a moment of hope. Perhaps this unlikely friendship could be the key to averting disaster and ushering in a new era for both their species. The world changed overnight. Amelia's report, carefully crafted with Lux's input, sent shockwaves through governments and scientific communities alike. The initial disbelief quickly gave way to frantic preparation as the reality of the situation sank in. Lux's ship, now fully repaired, became a hub of activity. Engineers and scientists from around the globe descended on the Atacama, all eager to glean what knowledge they could from the alien technology. Amelia found herself thrust into the role of mediator, balancing the demands of Earth's leaders with her duty to protect Lux. "They want weapons," Amelia explained to Lux one evening, her voice heavy with frustration. "They're looking at your ship and seeing only its potential for destruction." Lux's scales rippled with a mix of colors Amelia had come to recognize as concern and disappointment. Not purpose, ship for exploration, learning. Amelia nodded, understanding all too well the human tendency to view the unknown as a threat. "I know. But they're scared, Lux. Your people are coming, and we're so far behind technologically. They feel helpless." Lux was quiet for a moment, its multifaceted eyes reflecting the starry sky above. "Show them. Not all technology for harm." Over the next few weeks, Lux worked tirelessly with Earth's scientists, sharing knowledge of energy systems, medical advancements, and sustainable agriculture techniques. Amelia watched in awe as innovations that might have taken humanity decades to develop on their own was suddenly within reach. But time was running short. Long-range sensors, enhanced by Lux's knowledge, detected the approaching alien fleet. The world held its breath, caught between hope and terror. In Washington, D.C., Amelia found herself standing before the United Nations Security Council, Lux by her side. The aliens' presence caused a stir, but the gravity of the situation kept outright panic at bay. "Distinguished representatives," Amelia began, her voice steady despite her nerves. "The threat we face is real, but it is not insurmountable. Thanks to the knowledge shared by Lux, we have made incredible strides in a short time. But our greatest strength lies not in technology, but in our humanity." She went on to outline the plan they had developed, a plan that relied not on military might, but on human ingenuity and the power of communication. As she spoke, Amelia could see the skepticism in many eyes. It was a radical proposal, one that went against every instinct to meet force with force. "I know what I'm asking seems impossible," Amelia concluded, "but I've seen the wonders Lux's people are capable of. If we meet them with fear and aggression, we don't stand a chance. But if we can show them the best of humanity, our creativity, our compassion, our unyielding spirit of discovery, we might just change their minds." The room erupted in debate. Some voices called for immediate military action to strike before the alien fleet arrived. Others argued for Amelia's approach, seeing it as their only real chance for peaceful resolution. In the end, it came down to a vote. Amelia held her breath as the results were tallied. By the narrowest of margins, her plan was approved. Earth would stand united, not in war, but in a demonstration of all that made humanity unique. As they left the chamber, Lux turned to Amelia, its scales shimmering with an emotion she couldn't quite identify. "Brave," it said simply. "Your people, faced with destruction, choose hope." Amelia managed a smile, though her heart was racing with the enormity of what lay ahead. "That's humanity for you, Lux. Against all odds, we'd always choose hope." The next few days were a whirlwind of activity. Every nation on Earth contributed to the effort, pooling resources and setting aside old rivalries in the face of this greater challenge. Artists and musicians created works meant to showcase the depth of human emotion and creativity. Scientists and engineers worked around the clock, preparing demonstrations of human innovation and adaptability. And through it all, Amelia and Lux worked to refine their message, a greeting to the approaching fleet that would convey humanity's desire for peaceful contact and cultural exchange. As the deadline approached, Amelia found herself standing atop a hill near the original crash site, gazing up at the stars. Lux joined her, its presence a comforting warmth in the cool desert night. "Afraid?" Lux asked softly. Amelia considered the question. Yes, she admitted, but also excited. Whatever happens, this is a turning point for humanity. We'll never be the same after this. Lux's scales shimmered in agreement. Change, good, growth. They stood in companionable silence, human and alien united in their hope for the future. As the first light of dawn began to brighten the eastern sky, Amelia squared her shoulders. The alien fleet would arrive soon, and with it, humanity's greatest test. But in that moment, watching the sun rise on this pivotal day, Amelia felt a surge of pride and determination. Whatever the outcome, humanity would face it together, with open minds and outstretched hands. The next chapter in Earth's history was about to be written, and Amelia was ready to play her part. The day of first contact arrived with a tense stillness. Across the globe, people gathered around screens, waiting with bated breath for news from the Atacama. The alien fleet had entered Earth's orbit, a collection of sleek vessels that dwarfed anything humanity had ever sent into space. In the Chilean desert, Amelia stood with a small team of Earth's brightest minds, Lux at her side. The plan they had devised was audacious, relying on a combination of technology gleaned from Lux's ship and human creativity. Ready? Amelia asked, looking at each member of the team. Determined nods answered her. They had prepared for this moment, but the stakes couldn't be higher. As the first alien shuttle began its descent, Amelia activated the device they had created, a massive holographic projector. The air above them shimmered, and suddenly the barren desert was transformed into a vibrant tapestry of human achievement. Great works of art sprang to life, the Sistine Chapel ceiling stretching overhead, while Van Gogh's Starry Night swirled across the landscape. The sound of a full orchestra filled the air, playing a piece composed specifically for this moment, blending musical styles from across human history and around the world. But it wasn't just art on display. Holographic models showcased human scientific achievements, from the first heavier-than-air flight to the latest advancements in renewable energy. And perhaps most importantly, the display showed humanity's ability to learn and adapt, with simulations demonstrating how quickly Earth had incorporated the knowledge Lux had shared. The alien shuttle landed, and for a moment, nothing happened. Amelia held her breath, acutely aware of the billions watching, the fate of humanity hanging in the balance. Then, with a hiss of depressurization, the shuttle's door opened. The aliens that emerged were similar to Lux in basic form, but their scales shimmered with patterns Amelia had never seen before. Their leader, distinguished by elaborate markings, stepped forward. Its multifaceted eyes scanned the holographic display, lingering on each element. Lux moved to greet its people, a rapid series of clicks and whistles exchanged. Amelia wished desperately that she could understand, but she held her ground, trusting in the plan they had laid out. The alien leader turned to Amelia, its gaze intense. When it spoke, the words were halting but clear, clearly learned from Lux. "You welcome us with beauty." With knowledge, Amelia nodded, her voice steady despite her racing heart. "We welcome you with the best of ourselves. We are a young species, still learning and growing, but we have much to offer." The alien leader's scales shifted in a pattern Amelia couldn't interpret. It turned to confer with its companions, a rapid exchange that left Amelia wishing she had Lux's ability to understand. Finally, the leader spoke again. "Show more. How you adapt." This was the moment they had prepared for. Amelia signaled to her team, and the holographic display changed. Now it showed the progress humanity had made in the short time since Lux's arrival, advancements in clean energy, breakthroughs in medical technology, and innovative solutions to long-standing problems. "We learn quickly," Amelia explained. "We take new ideas and build upon them, finding applications that even the original creators might not have imagined." To demonstrate, she gestured to a nearby setup. It was a fusion of Earth technology and concepts learned from Lux's ship, a water purification system that could transform even the most polluted water into clean, drinkable liquid in seconds. "This is but one example," Amelia continued. We've taken the principles of your energy systems and applied them to our most pressing needs, and we've only scratched the surface of what's possible. The alien delegation watched intently as Amelia's team demonstrated the device, their scaled bodies shifting in what she hoped was interest. The leader turned to Lux, another rapid exchange following. Lux's voice, when it spoke, was filled with an emotion Amelia had never heard from it before: pride. They impressed, not expect. Thought humans primitive. See now, potential. Amelia felt a surge of hope, but she knew they weren't out of danger yet. The alien leader's next words confirmed her caution. Impressive, but also concerning. Adapt so quick, could be threat. This was the crux of their challenge, to demonstrate humanity's potential without appearing as a danger. Amelia took a deep breath, choosing her words carefully. We understand your concern, she said. Our history isn't without conflict, but look at what we've achieved here today. Every nation on Earth came together, setting aside old rivalries to welcome you. We don't want to be a threat. We want to learn to grow, to explore the universe alongside you. She gestured to the holographic display, which now showed scenes of cooperation. Scientists from different countries working together, aid being distributed to areas in need, people of all backgrounds united in common goals. This is who we truly are, Amelia said passionately. Not perfect, but always striving to be better. Give us a chance to prove ourselves as allies, not adversaries. The alien leader was silent for a long moment, its multifaceted eyes unreadable. Then, slowly, it extended a hand towards Amelia, a gesture it must have learned from Lux. Perhaps, it said, we judge too quick, much to discuss. As Amelia reached out to clasp the alien's hand, she felt a wave of relief wash over her. It wasn't a guarantee of peace, but it was a start. A chance for dialogue, for understanding. The contact lasted only a moment, but in that brief touch, Amelia caught a glimpse of the alien's thoughts, surprise, curiosity, and a grudging respect. They had made an impression. As the alien delegation prepared to return to their ship for further deliberation, Lux approached Amelia, its scales shimmering with excitement. Did well, it said simply. Showed best of humans. Gave them pause. Amelia nodded, allowing herself a small smile. It's a start, but we have a long way to go. As she watched the alien shuttle ascend, Amelia knew that the real work was just beginning. They had opened the door to communication, but now they would need to prove that humanity was ready for its place among the stars. The world held its breath, waiting for the alien's decision. But in that moment, standing in the Chilean desert with the fruits of human ingenuity all around her, Amelia felt a surge of pride. Whatever came next, humanity had shown its best face to the universe. They had chosen creativity over conflict, innovation over fear. And in doing so, they had taken their first steps into a much larger world. The next few days were a whirlwind of diplomatic negotiations and cultural exchanges. The alien delegation, initially skeptical, found themselves increasingly intrigued by humanity's potential. Amelia, with Lux's support, became the primary liaison between Earth and the visitors. It was during one of these meetings that the unexpected occurred. Amelia was in the middle of explaining a particularly innovative human solution to space debris when alarms began blaring throughout the facility. Confusion turned to dread as they received the transmission. A separate alien fleet had entered the solar system, one unknown even to their current visitors. The alien leader, who Amelia had come to know as Zin, turned to her with urgency in its multifaceted eyes. Scourge, it said, the universal translator struggling with the concept. Consume. Destroy. Must prepare. Suddenly, the tenuous peace they had been building was overshadowed by a much greater threat. Amelia's mind raced, trying to process this new development. Are they hostile to you as well? She asked to Zin. The alien's scales darkened, a sign Amelia had learned indicated grave concern. Yes, ancient enemy. Thought defeated, now return. In that moment, facing a common threat, the dynamic between humans and their alien visitors shifted dramatically. Zin turned to Amelia, its posture resolute. "Must join. Protect." Amelia nodded, understanding the gravity of the situation. "We'll stand with you," she said, her voice firm. "What do you need from us?" What followed was a frenzy of activity unlike anything Earth had ever seen. The combined knowledge and technology of two civilizations were brought to bear against this new threat. Humans worked alongside aliens, their recent mistrust replaced by a shared determination to survive. Lux became an invaluable bridge between the two species, its understanding of both cultures helping to smooth over misunderstandings and foster cooperation. Amelia watched with pride as human scientists and engineers adapted alien concepts with remarkable speed, creating hybrid technologies that neither species could have developed alone. As the Scourge fleet drew closer, Earth's defenses took shape. Satellites were retrofitted with alien shielding technology, while human AI systems were integrated into the visitors' more advanced computers, creating a network capable of predicting and responding to threats with unprecedented speed. But their greatest achievement came from an unexpected source. Dr. Yuki Tanaka, a quantum physicist who had been studying Lux's method of information storage, made a breakthrough. By combining the aliens' biological data transfer with human-developed quantum entanglement theories, they created a communication system that was instantaneous and unhackable. This technology proved to be the key to their defense strategy. It allowed for perfect coordination between Earth's forces and the alien fleet, giving them a crucial advantage against the Scourge. As the enemy entered the solar system, Amelia found herself in the heart of the command center, surrounded by a mix of human and alien faces, all united in purpose. Screens showed the approaching Scourge ships, organic-looking vessels that seemed to absorb light rather than reflect it. They're within range, called out a human technician, activating defense grid now. What followed was a battle unlike anything in human history. The skies above Earth lit up with energy weapons and explosions, while in space, ships danced in deadly ballets. The Scourge fought with a single-minded ferocity, but they were met with a combined ingenuity and determination of two civilizations fighting for their survival. Throughout the conflict, Amelia worked tirelessly, coordinating between human and alien forces, relaying strategies and adapting plans on the fly. Lux remained by her side, its presence a constant reminder of how far they had come. Hours stretched into days as the battle raged on. Earth took heavy losses, entire cities devastated by Scourge attacks that made it through their defenses. But slowly, incrementally, they began to turn the tide. The final push came when a joint human-alien team, using the quantum communication system, managed to infiltrate the Scourge command ship. They uploaded a virus, a hybrid of alien logic systems and human chaos theory, that turned the enemy fleet against itself. As the Scourge forces fell into disarray, Zin turned to Amelia, its scales shimmering with a mix of exhaustion and something that might have been respect. "Victory," it said simply. "Together." Amelia nodded, feeling the weight of all they had accomplished and all they had lost. "Together," she echoed. As the last of the Scourge ships were neutralized or driven off, a cheer went up from the command center. Human and alien alike celebrated their shared triumph, the barriers between their species seeming insignificant in the face of what they had achieved. Amelia found Lux in the chaos, its scales pulsing with colors she had never seen before, joy, relief, and something deeper. Without a word, she reached out, and Lux took her hand. In that moment of connection, Amelia saw flashes of the future, a galaxy of possibilities opened up by this unexpected alliance. As the sun rose on a scared but undefeated Earth, Amelia knew that everything had changed. Humanity had not only survived its trial by fire, but had proven itself a worthy ally to an advanced civilization. The path ahead was uncertain, filled with challenges and opportunities in equal measure. But one thing was clear: they would face it together, human and alien, united by shared experience and mutual respect. The dawn of a new era had arrived, and humanity was ready to take its place among the stars. In the months following the Scourge invasion, Earth underwent a transformation unlike any in its history. The alliance forged in battle blossomed into a full-fledged cultural and technological exchange, reshaping human society at every level. Amelia found herself at the center of it all, working alongside Lux and Zin to navigate the complexities of this new interspecies relationship. It wasn't always smooth sailing. Cultural misunderstandings and lingering mistrust sometimes threatened to derail progress. But the memory of their shared victory and the potential of what they could achieve together always brought them back to the table. 1 year after first contact, Amelia stood on a platform in the newly constructed Harmony City, a marvel of human and alien architecture that served as the headquarters for their joint operations. Before her stretched a sea of faces, human and alien alike, gathered to commemorate the anniversary and celebrate their achievements. A year ago, Amelia began, her voice carrying across the assembled crowd. We stood on the brink of conflict, two species unsure of each other's intentions. Today, we stand united, having faced a threat that would have overwhelmed either of us alone. She gestured to the city around them, its gleaming spires a testament to what they had built together. Look at what we've accomplished in just 1 year. Clean energy technology has eliminated fossil fuel dependence. Medical breakthroughs have eradicated diseases that have plagued humanity for centuries. And our first joint deep space mission is preparing to launch, ready to explore the galaxy together. Amelia paused, her gaze finding Lux in the crowd. The alien's scales shimmered with pride and affection, a sight that never failed to warm her heart. But perhaps our greatest achievement, she continued, has been in understanding each other. We've learned that despite our differences, in appearance, in culture, in the very way we perceive the universe, we share a common spirit of curiosity, a drive to explore and understand. Zin stepped forward then, its presence still imposing but now familiar, even comforting. Humans surprise us, it said, its command of English much improved. Thought primitive, found equals, partners. The crowd murmured in approval, and Amelia felt a swell of pride. It hadn't been an easy journey, but moments like this made it all worthwhile. As the ceremony concluded, Amelia found herself looking up at the sky. The stars seemed brighter somehow, more inviting. Humanity's horizons had expanded beyond anything she could have imagined when she first spotted Lux's crashing ship. Thinking deep thoughts. Lux's voice broke into her reverie, its tone teasing. Amelia smiled, turning to her friend, just contemplating how far we've come, and how far we have yet to go. Lux's scales rippled in agreement, much to explore, together. Their conversation was interrupted by the arrival of Dr. Tanaka, excitement clear on her face. Amelia, Lux, we've done it. The quantum entanglement drive is stable. We can begin testing for the deep space mission next week. The news sent a thrill through Amelia. The drive, a fusion of human theoretical physics and alien practical application, promised to revolutionize space travel. It would allow ships to traverse vast distances in the blink of an eye, opening up the galaxy in ways they had only dreamed of. That's incredible, Yuki, Amelia said, her mind already racing with the possibilities. Have you told the council yet? Dr. Tanaka shook her head. I came to you first. I thought, well, given everything you've done to get us here, you should be the first to know. Amelia felt a wave of emotion wash over her. From that first night in the desert to this moment, it had been a journey beyond her wildest imagination. She looked at Lux, saw the same excitement reflected in its multifaceted eyes. What do you say, partner? She asked. Ready for another adventure? Lux's scales shimmered with joy. Always. Where you go, I follow. As they made their way to inform the council, Amelia's steps felt light. The path ahead was uncertain, filled with challenges they couldn't yet imagine. But they would face them together, human and alien, bound by friendship, mutual respect, and a shared vision of a better future. The stars awaited, and humanity, no longer alone in the universe, was ready to take its place among them. It was the dawn of a new era, not just for Earth, but for the galaxy itself. And Amelia, hand in hand with Lux, was ready to help write the next chapter in this cosmic story. As the sun set on Harmony City, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple, Amelia felt a profound sense of hope. Whatever the future held, they would face it united, a testament to the power of understanding, cooperation, and the indomitable spirit of both their species. The universe, vast and mysterious, beckoned, and together they would answer its call.